welcome to your maths video for Thursday the 25th of June. Today we're going to be doing some arithmetic, so some mental maths, and that means working out the questions in your head. So we've got add, subtract, divide and multiply. So those are our 4 operations in maths. I'm going to have a little practice at all of them today, and we're also going to be remembering our fractions, and we're going to be solving some questions involving those too. Okay, so I've got 7, subtract 5. Now I know when we subtract, and you know this too, the number gets smaller. We are taking away. So I've got 7 and I need to take away 5. You might already know the answer already, but if not, you put 7 in your head and you're counting backwards, you're counting down. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So the answer would be 2. Okay, next I've got 5, add 45. Okay, so we're not going to start with 5 because we know we start with the biggest number. So we're going to put 45 in our head and we're adding, so the number's going up, it's getting bigger. So we're going to count on 5. Now we know our 5 times table, so we don't have to go 46, 47. We can just count in 5. So we've got 45, oh it would be 50. Let's check. So we've got 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So the answer would be 50. Okay. Next up we've got 6 times 3, or 6 lots of 3. So we're going to be counting in our 3 times table 6 times. Okay, so I'm going to get my 6 fingers ready and count up. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okie dokie. And the last one on this page, I've got 16 divided by, or shared by, 2. So I'm going to be counting in my 2 times table until I get to 16. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So my answer is 8. Okay, I've counted in 2s 8 times to get to 16. Okay, got some bigger numbers on this one. So I've got 40 plus 30. So we know how to count in tens. So I can put 40 in my head, get my 3 tens from 30 and go 40, 50, 60, 70. Another way of doing it is just ignoring the zeros. And imagine I've got 4 plus 3. Because I have got 4 tens plus 3 tens, and I know that a 4 plus 3 is 7. And I know I'm counting in tens, so I've got a 7 tens, so I need to put my 0 back on, so the answer's 70. Okay, we're going to skip that one because that's the one we did on the page before. Okay, so this time I've got 45, add 50. Okay, so I've got 5 tens. So I'm going to put 45 in my head and count on in tens. So I've got 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. Okay, and if you're not too great at counting in tens from any number, that is okay, because you can just imagine column method in your head. So you can think, right, I've got 45, and if you want to write it down, you can. And I'm adding 50, so I'm adding nothing to the 5, so I know it's going to end in 5. 4 and 5 is 9, so it's going to be 95. Okay, and then on the last one on this page, we've got 8 plus 4 plus 6. Okay, now you might want to start at the number at the beginning, or the biggest number, and keep adding on. So I know that 8 had 4, so 8 had 4 more, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I could add 6. Or I can see some number bonds in that sentence, and I know that 4 and 6 is 10. Okay? And I know that if I've got 10, 8 more would be 18. So that's a quick could do 8 add 4, we know the answer was 12, add 6 more, and you'd still get to 18. Okay, I've got 12 times 4, or 12 lots of 4, so I'm going to count in 4s 12 times. You might know the answer already, okay? Or you could go, I know that 10 4s are 40, so 11 4s would be 44, 12 4s would be 48. Okay, if not, just count in 4s 12 times. You go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. Okay, this time I've got 452, subtract 200. Okay, another one I can do in my head. So we're mainly focusing on arithmetic, solving it in our heads. If not, you can do column, but we just need to look at the place value of this. I'm subtracting 200, and that number ends in 2 zeros, so I know if I was imagining the column method in my head, only the hundreds column would change because I'm subtracting 0 from my ones, I'm subtracting 0 from my 10, so I've got 452, subtract 200, so if I jump back 452, 352, 252, so it's only this number changing here, and I know that 400s subtract 200s is 200, so it'd be 252. Okay, now this one, I am going to use the column method. So I've got 627 and I am adding 364. Okay, so remember when we're using the column method, we always start at the ones. So I've got 7 add 4, I know that's 11, so I'll put my 1 and I carry my 1 in the next column over underneath. Okay, I've got a 6 add 2, which is 8, add the 1 is 9, and then 6 add 3 is 9, so my answer is 991. Okay, here we've got a missing number, so we've got 52, add something is 78. So you might start with 52, you could draw a number line for this one. So there's my number line. Do a different colour so it's clear on the board. So I've got 52 and I need to get to 78. So I need to work out what I've added to 52 to get to 78. Okay, so I'm going to start with jumping in 10. So I've got 52. Jump 10 is 62. 72. Now I can't do another one because that would be 82. That would be too many. So I'm going to write 72. Okay, so I've added 20 there. Okay, 2 jumps of 10 is 20. So I'm on 72. Let's count up. 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. So I've added another 6. So I must after add 20 and 6, which we know is 26. Okay. Okay, and you've got some questions that look like, so you've got half of 22. So we know if you're finding a half, you're splitting it into 2 equal parts, so you're sharing it between 2. So we can count in 2s until we get to 22. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So we're at 10, 11. So my answer would be 11. Half of 22 is 11. And then I've got 1/3 of 21. So if we count in thirds, we're splitting it into 3 equal parts. So I need to count in 3s until I get to 21. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So my answer would be 7. You could perhaps draw your circles to help you if you're a bit unsure. So if you wanted to do half of 8 and you're a little bit unsure about what to do in your tables, you could draw a circle split it in half and then share your 8. Okay, and you still get the answer. The answer would be 4, or you could go 2, 4, 6, 8 and find the same answer. I'm sure you'll do great.